Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Before we begin, I want to pay my respects to Mark Duggan, Tanesha and Kobe, rest in peace. This story is from the Daily Mail. They have again attacked DJ Tim Westwood from Radio 1 for showcasing drill music. He's accused in this title of glorifying murder as he appears in another drill rap music video. It's not a music video, it's a freestyle. Alongside Street Gang and 18-year-old son of Mark Duggan, whose shooting death sparked the London riots. Well, firstly, OFB is a music group now, so they have millions of views. They do shows all over the world. They are officially a music group, so technically they are evolving from being a gang. The video has lyrics boasting of gangland murders, apparently, and has nearly 500,000 views. It has more than that now. Tim Westwood, 61, and the son of a bishop, as they say, has been heavily criticised for the video. They really go at Tim Westwood for the fact that he's old and he was the son of a bishop. But a DJ doesn't need to be cool. It's just a DJ. You spin decks. Like, Tim Westwood has been around for 20 odd years, probably more than that, and he's done a lot for the industry. He isn't liked by everybody. Some people call him a gatekeeper. Some people say that he exploits genres. At the same time, he has done a lot for music in the UK. It goes on to say, surrounded by members of a street gang, this former Radio 1 DJ, Tim Westwood, was back on the mic during a drill rap session. The notorious music genre blamed for glamorizing violence. Every urban music since the dawn of time has been blamed for glamorizing violence. If you are coming from a place that is full of violence, that's all you know, isn't it? So you're only going to talk about violence. It's only when an artist goes on to develop that they then expand their genres and music, if they then go on to success. Last year, Westwood, and they say again, the son of a bishop, was heavily criticised for making money from advertising on videos. The Metropolitan Police said a leaked document, yes, very accidental, 32 videos on his channel were inciting violence. The DJ deleted some posts, they said, from social media relating to drill music. But now the 61-year-old is back with the original farm boys from Tottenham, North London. Their members include Bandokay, whose real name is Kemani. He's the son, an 18-year-old son of Mark Duggan, who was shot dead by police in 2011, which sparked riots across London and other cities. What they failed to mention in that section is that Mark Duggan didn't start the riots. The police started the riots. The police shot a man dead under very dubious circumstances. If you want to know the full story of the inquest they did on Mark Duggan, reference the Mark Duggan the inquiry that I've got on the channel. I'll leave a link in the description. This breaks down the things that the police did that led to people rioting all over the country. In Birmingham, we lost 3 people. 3 people died during them riots, so it affected us a hell of a lot. And Mark Duggan was killed in 2011. Bandokay was 10 years old. I was 10 years old when I lost my father, so I can completely relate. Totally different circumstances, but at the same time, imagine being a 10-year-old boy and your father was murdered by police, and now you've got to go out onto the estate that is already notorious for its disagreements with the police from the 1985 Broadwater Farm riots. And the papers don't highlight the fact that this boy has overcome such adversity in his life to now go on to tour, to go to Murky Festival. He's just done Wireless Festival. He's doing carnivals. Bandokay isn't in court or in prison, but they are villainising him and criminalising him as if he's out here doing crimes. At the end of the day, he's trying to better his life. He's trying to improve his life and do better, as what I'm sure his father would have wanted him to do. When I did the documentary, I did know that Bandokay was his son, but I'm not going to go and talk about something that isn't openly known. I talk about public information. I wanted to ask him before I even spoke about it, because especially somebody's life story without them being on board in some capacity. It says in the video, Bandokay appears to gloatingly reference the killing of Wood Green rival Dipdat, aka Lamps Calvin, who was shot after reportedly carrying out a knife attack. They rap about ending up dead like Lamps, referencing Calvin, who was shot dead in March. I also covered Calvin's story, aka Dipdat. I'll leave a link in the description for that. It tells the full story of when he got murdered and the connection that he had to other murders that occurred in the area. But they also, this is what you need to really pay attention to. He also sympathetically describes the death of Tanesha Malborn, and he says, "Long live Niche," before adding, "That didn't make sense." And the papers, let's get this straight, the papers have said glamorizing crime. Yes, some of the bars are talking about stuff that they've been through, stuff that they know, stuff that they've experienced, but at no point up until then did they even mention that the fact that that bar was positive. This was a positive drill bar. This was a conscious bar. This was a bar that explained that it isn't just about killing people. Like, it showed that Bandokay has a moral compass, and they don't highlight that. This title should have been Mark Duggan's son overcomes after the murder of his dad by police and pays tribute to a girl that was killed mercilessly in Tottenham in front of her boyfriend outside his house. Like, it's just ridiculous. The story is Tanesha Malborn, Lamia Smalls, 20, had been with Tanesha for 7 months. They met at a local youth club in Haringey. He said she was beautiful inside and out. She had the biggest heart of any girl I've ever met. We've been together for 7 months and we met at a youth club about a year or two ago. She wanted to work in childcare after her studies. And somebody told me she was actually, there's video footage at a youth centre trying to help the young people to do better in life. Like, how devastating is that? She was shut down for no reason. She was just shut down for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. What the Daily Mail did do, though, which I don't understand this type of journalism. They took a screenshot from a Snapchat that said that MPK took responsibility for the crime. 1, there was no proof that this was actually from MPK. 2, MPK Northumberland Park have no problem with OFB. They're perfectly fine. Sin Squad and MPK, there's no problem with them. So it doesn't make sense that they would be connected to this murder. So what the papers did was they took a screenshot from an Instagram that could have been made by a 10-year-old child claiming responsibility for a murder, put that in the paper, and that could have resulted in somebody getting hurt. Somebody could have read that article, believed the information, and then gone on to hurt somebody in retaliation for that. As far as anyone's aware, MPK are not connected to it in any way, shape or form. So again, the papers just using stuff they find online with no actual journalistic evidence. Lamia Smalls was actually a model. I found music too. His name's UnknownT. He now performs under the name of Lums. It's Afrobeats type music. It's really good. He started to do this after Tanesha died. So I'm really impressed that he managed to cope with 1, the death of his girlfriend in front of him. 2, to overcome the anger and the upset. And some people would turn to drugs or alcohol, but he didn't. He went on to then do what she'd want him to do. He went on to try and better his life, to become a model, to become a singer, to write bars and make good music. Do you know what I mean? So big up to him for doing that, and go and check out Lums' music too.
They don't know this boy, they don't know this kid. I might burn a boy if I snort this cliff. Like, she said she like my flow, I guess she love enough the kid. Give a little credit to the nigga in the streets. Money for making, now we're trying to get this P. See, everybody notice when we pull up.
Something the papers didn't even speak about, the fact that Bandokay paid tribute to this young girl that lost her life for no reason. A woman called Jen Locke, she runs the campaign for Lives Instead of Knives. She said Westwood was beyond belief disgusting. He's a vile man. YouTube have a lot to answer for too, allowing this material on their platform. Westwood's team have been told the music is artistic expression and they do not glorify gangs. Several OFB members have previously been jailed, including Dennis Kayam and Darren Quarting in 2016 when they was aged 20 and 18. They was involved in the robbery of a video producer as posing as rappers. Another boy, Jordan Townsend, was jailed in 2012 after stabbing a 15-year-old. But if we go to the producer that was robbed on Broadwater Farm, it involved Kash. Kash was one of the olders of OFB. He was the generation before Bandokay. He did tracks with Bandokay. He was a good rapper. He had a lot of views. He had a lot of credibility. And what happened was the guy was called Quiet Pack. Quiet Pack was a producer from Brixton. He was also a video producer. He was one of the pioneers of UK drill, I'm told. He was one of the first producers with Carnes Hill and stuff that started to make UK drill beats. He did a lot of songs for like all Brixton rappers, Angel Town, Southside, but he also did film A1 from the 9, who's Edmonton. And there was rumours in this case that due to that fact, he was lured to Broadwater Farm by these 3 men on the basis there was going to film a music video. studio. They ended up robbing them for £17,000 worth of camera equipment. When the police was called and the investigation went on, they recovered only £5,000 worth, and the kids was jailed. Kash was jailed in connection with this.
Bend it over and brock it, but then Lizzie Woody, she loves it. If I got the brocky, I'll brock it like that. Ram spin old pumpkin Barbies, love us, give her the dick. Pull up the pants, girl, only want Briz. Pull up and they run like chicks off boom and bang for the F.
In regard to this story, I just like I said, it's like, yes, there's rights, there's wrongs. Drill isn't an ideal music. Grime wasn't ideal. Rap wasn't ideal. But you know what? Some kids have an opportunity in this day and age where people are struggling to make do, to eat. They're at food banks, nurses and doctors going to food banks. How do you think the kids on the estates are doing? Do you know what I mean? They've got any opportunity to try and do better for themselves. OFB have also compromised. They edited the ambush video that got taken down, so they was aware that certain stuff they was talking about is not allowed anymore. You have to understand they're trying. They understand that the police don't want certain stuff up, and they're editing it in certain ways. So let's not try and hold the kids down from just doing something. We can't condone murders. We can't condone gangs. Let's focus on getting kids away from gangs. The drill is a reflection of the gang. It is not the drill that is making the gang. So in regard to that, we need to focus on gang culture and moving children away from that. But in regard to Bandokay's story, mate, this story should have been positive. This should have been Bandokay pays respects. So again, Daily Mail, round of applause for just victimising people and attacking people. Like DJ Tim Westwood, love him or like him, everyone's got an opinion, but the facts need to be the facts. Do you know what I mean? He's spinning music. I don't believe Russ's track should ever have come out. Russ should never have been able to make that bar about Mark Duggan. I believe that was inappropriate, and that I believe Westwood should have been able to take that down before it even got released. So that's where I definitely stand on that point. But apart from that, big up Bandokay. R.I.P. Tanesha, R.I.P. Mark Duggan, R.I.P. Kobe, and please, let's just try and be productive. I'm hoping that Bandokay starts making other types of beats, lyrics, context. When now he's going around the world, he can make some tunes about going to Ibiza and meeting new girls and having a good time. And that's what happens. Artists evolve. Let's try and encourage somebody to move away from what they really and truly didn't have a lot of options. Do you know what I mean? He was left in a situation that was out of his control as a young boy. Keep positive. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I really want to hear people's opinions on this, so please be constructive, please pay your respects,